well. Again, we scored whatever it was, 62 or 63 points in the first half, against a really, really good defensive team. We held them to 52, points, which was really good. We got up by 19 in the third quarter, coming out, but we just probably had too many lapses there, and I don't think the fouling in particular had much to do with fatigue, in my opinion. The players, I know, they put a lot into it, and there's always a fatigue factor everybody's dealing with, but I don't think that had anything to do with what happened.
You feel like you got what you wanted on that last possession?
Yeah, I mean, it was 1.8. I thought Russell did a good job of creating some space and getting open and getting a shot. So I thought for the most part it was, it was about as good of a look as you're going to be able to get on that. I thought he did a pretty good job.
Billy, it's not very often you see Paul as frustrated as he was in those last maybe minute and a half or so. What did you think about the way that he handled those last few minutes, and then some of the contact that he was having to go against defensive work?
Yeah, I mean, listen, we got down by 3 and momentum was changing, and then he scored 5 points there to give us a 2-point lead. So, he was big, tying the game on the 3 and then getting fouled and giving us a 2-point lead. Listen, at the end of those games, there's going to be a lot of contact. There were probably some screens that were really difficult for him to get over, with the way they were set. And there was probably some guys up under him, on the offense. But in those situations, those things you got to almost try to play through some of those. But there's no question. The way he works on both ends of the floor, he plays through a lot of contact.
The way that Dennis has been working defensively, was it kind of disappointing for him to pick up not only that foul, but to get basically upgraded to a flagrant in that instance too?
Yeah, it changed momentum too. I felt bad for him. Dennis really worked hard. It was incidental. I really don't know what that rule is, because it's the official's judgment on the court, and I respect Scott Foster, and it was his call, it was his decision, he made it. I didn't see the call, I couldn't see where I was standing the whole play, so I'm trusting him on it. But it just seems like to me there's guys, sometimes have gotten hit in the face and there's no flagrant, and then there's other times there are flagrant. So I think the consistency on that is sometimes it's hard, because it's basically the officials who's doing the game, their interpretation, their judgment on it. So again, I didn't see it. You have to trust him in terms of him taking a look at it, in terms of talking to the rest of the officials and the people in review. And it is what it is. I mean, it's their call. They get a chance to do that.
Was it tough defending Domas at times, especially in the second half?
No, I just thought that we Domas played a great game, but you know what? We didn't learn enough lessons, in my opinion, on it, because we jumped the entire time. And we just kept jumping off the floor, and he had yet to even go up and score us. And like I said, he and Bogdanovich, most of those, they took, I think, 24 to 32 free throws. Like, eventually you just got to make a guy score a little bit, and I didn't think that we did a very good job of that.
Thank you, Coach.